Welcome everyone. Welcome to this channel. I'm Karen and I am your weight loss coach. And today we're going to be talking about how I lost weight on mostly plant-based foods, on the plant-based diet, and how our bodies work best on plant-based, right? So we're going to be talking about that. So I hope you guys will like and subscribe. It always helps this channel. It helps in the algorithm, and I would really like it if you would go ahead and subscribe, and you would put it in the comments below that you subscribe, because that would be amazing, and I would really enjoy that. I love it, and it would help me out so much to get to 1,000 viewers or 1,000 subscribers. We need to hit that number, so help me out and let's do that, okay? Especially if you like the content here and you keep coming back time and time again. I would really appreciate it so much. So thanks so much. So we're going to just get right into it. I hope you guys are all having an amazing day. Hope you guys are doing good. It's nice and sunny here today, and I thought, well, I might as well roll the film, right? So to help you guys out to be able to lose weight, to know what types of food you should be eating, to know how to start a plant-based diet, to know all these different things on this channel, right? So I know when I first started, I didn't know where to turn. I didn't know what to buy. I didn't know what to eat, and I was lost, right? So I know that this has to help you. So let's get started. Let's get right into it. So the things I avoided first. So I gave up pop and other sugary drinks. I gave up regular sugar and white refined sugar. These were the first things that I did when I started to go from regular diet to a plant-based diet. I also gave up red meat and most meats. I still eat a little bit of chicken, a little bit of fish, and things like that. I love seafood, so I will do seafood, especially if I can find it in raw form where it's not breaded and there's a bunch of other ingredients on it. I will eat a lot of seafood. And I gave up high sugar coffee, right? High sugar coffee, and also milkshakes. I was eating milkshakes like every week just to, like, I don't know, like hopefully help my stress level or whatever the case was. I have no idea, but I was doing it. So I gave up all those things. So the things that I'm going to mention here today are from the Science of Eating for Health. This was the article. It comes from nutritionfacts.org. So it was a doctor that wrote this article, and so it comes from that. So anything that I say in here in this video is from that article mostly. And so, you know, I am just stating the facts of what has been found out. And it's not like I just come up with this stuff off the top of my head, right? And so we need some backing of this this content, because it is content that has been proven, right? So when we can state the facts and we can state some of the stuff that is true, then it can better help us in our life, right? So today we're going to be talking here about what I began to do that helped me to lose the weight. So this is my personal experience here, and it says I began to get more sleep. So when you sleep, it actually helps you, right? So I began to get more sleep. Try to go to bed at a certain bedtime every night, right? I began to meal prep ahead of time. So I started preparing my snacks ahead of time. I started preparing meals ahead of time, especially if I was working outside of the house. Where I was working on my Airbnb, I would make the food, you know, make like salads in little mason jars or whatever with lids, and then I would do 5 or 6 of those at a time, and then I would carry those over there to eat, and it worked out really great for me. So I would do that. And then I began to shop for healthier food options. So I was always looking for options and different things that I could eat, and different resources where I could get the food from, like different advertisers or different, like different stores or whatever. And some of those were online, so I had to go online. I did some shopping online to be able to get some healthier products than what you could just buy at the store. And sometimes when you go to your regular, if you have a regular health food store, sometimes they are really like overpriced, I believe. Ours is anyway. And so I could find this stuff a lot cheaper online. So I was doing some of that also. So I started drinking more water. That helped me. It helped me to stay satisfied for longer. I began eliminating high-calorie foods like the milkshakes and the, I don't eat red meat anymore. The red meats, because my family likes that stuff. I don't care for it. But anyway, I began to take it out of my diet, hamburgers and like fast food, and just go get a burger and hurry up and be done and you could get back to work right away, right? That's sometimes our mindset, right? And we have to get away from that way of thinking and start thinking more about our health instead of what we can eat real fast, right? So I began to eliminate high-calorie foods. I started buying more green leafy vegetable foods, and I started to incorporate those into my diet. So the positive effects of plant-based eating. So plant-based foods burn more calories. High fiber foods regulates blood sugar. High equity foods helps burn calories. That's the darker green leaf foods. It balances your energy, improves your gut health, reduces your risk of heart disease. You get to eat more plant-based foods than regular fattening foods, because when you are on plant-based foods, you get to make like lots of vegetables. You get to eat a lot of salads. You get to eat a lot of food that is just plant-based and vegetable foods, instead of like when you just go and eat something that is not plant-based, right? It has a lot more calories and it's calorie dense, some of that fattening foods, so you just get to eat less of it. But when you eat a plant-based diet, you really get to fill up on a lot of different foods. So plant-based foods are full of water that helps you fill up, right? So how nutritional foods can help you lose weight. So these are some things that was in that article that I kind of extracted from the article that I thought was interesting and would be interesting to you. Now, I'm not saying go on these and try to lose weight this way, but it could help. But you also want some guidance and you want some help, of course, and a plan to follow. So you make sure that you're eating the right amount of food. You're eating the foods that you should be eating. So it says that 2 cups of water before each meal could have you lose 40% weight loss. And then 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar could help with weight loss. And then a half a teaspoon a day of garlic powder helped a group, when they did a study, it helped a group lose 6 pounds of body fat. So then the next one is a 1/4 teaspoon of cumin. People lost 4 pounds. So that was another study that they did. And he also says that ginger powder helped people to lose weight as well. So bump up your fiber content to lose weight. Fiber substitutes do not work for healthy gut bacteria. So if you're taking a fiber substitute, it doesn't help you to like improve your gut bacteria. Even though it says that it's a fiber, it doesn't work that way, this article is saying. So you want to make sure that you are eating foods that will help you with your gut bacteria. Maybe like, for instance, some fermented food like sauerkraut and yogurt and some kefir, milk. Some people call it kefir milk, kefir, whichever. But anyway, you could do that to help with your gut bacteria. So miscellaneous tips and info. So I thought these were also pretty informative, I would say. So animal proteins increase insulin, and plant-based proteins are better. So that's really interesting that a plant-based meat or a plant-based protein will, animal fat or animal protein will increase your insulin. That's by this, this article says this. And then plant-based proteins are much better for you. So green plants membranes, the membranes that are in there, they're called thyroids or thyroid or something like that. Suppress your appetite. So that's the really green veggies, right? That's like kale and he named another one, I don't know, but spinach and kale and those really green, dark green leafy vegetables. And so they can help you to suppress appetite. So if you eat more of those, you're going to want to eat less because that is helping you suppress. These are foods that work with you, right? Instead of against you to lose weight. So beans and whole grains, fibers in vegetables are good fibers. So weight gain with meats. So if you eat a lot of meats, you'll probably gain weight, right? And then a high bulk diet burns more calories in their sleep. So when you snooze, you lose. So if you're eating a lot of bulky, high fiber foods, when you sleep, it helps you to lose weight. And that was quite interesting. So you may want to go back and read the whole article. I'll go back to the source of this in a minute. So you want to eat bigger meals in the morning time and less throughout the day and even less during the evening time. So how many of you grew up and you were always like, ate a little bit for breakfast and a little bit for lunch and ate that big heavy meal at nighttime? Put it in the comments below if it was you. All you have to say is me, right? Because I know I grew up that way. We would always have those big dinners, right, at nighttime. And you have to get out of that habit. So you have to eat more good foods for your breakfast, and then a little bit for lunch, and then even less for dinner to be able to lose the weight. Burn the weight, right? Burn the energy or the calories. So then the article also says, which I always have in my program too, is to stop eating after 7 p.m. I mean, I knew that from a long time ago. My doctor told me that a long time ago, that don't eat anything after 7 p.m. Just drink, water or tea or whatever it is you want to drink, but don't eat after 7 p.m. So when you fast, you burn up your protein first. So if you go for a long period of time and you don't eat, you're fasting, skipping meals and you're fasting, when you go back on food, you're going to start, while you're on the fasting, when you're on the fasting, you're going to burn up your protein first. So don't skip meals because you want to hold on to that protein for energy. So you want to not